Hey family, how are you? So we are on day 2 in the hospital, and this is the food that they are feeding us. They really tried. It's supposed to be like curry turkey, but turkey wasn't all the way cooked and it had no salt or no flavor. But they tried to give us something to eat, and this is what they gave to me and Karter. Honestly, this whole journey has been a bit of an experience, something that I really haven't had much experience with. My heart and my prayers go out to anybody who have to be back and forth in the hospital with their child or suffering from any illness where their child have constant hospital visits. Like, this is just, it's detrimental, to be honest. But they are releasing Karter from the hospital today because he is feeling much better and we can continue his treatment at home. So I am very, very excited about that. Let's get out of here. This kid, okay. He cleaned it up. It's okay, baby. They're going to come clean it. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go. How you feeling?
Good.
You feel better?
Yep.
Good job. You want to say thank you to the nurses?
Yep.
Okay, go say thank you.
I don't know where to go.
Right there. The ride home gave me a lot to think about. This is Brookdale Hospital. I know you hear a lot of bad things about it, but I can vouch for the pediatrics. They was pretty decent this go around. It was okay. Wasn't the best, but it was decent. We are heading home to continue Carter's treatment. He's doing much better, and we just gonna wish for the best going forward. So, hey family, how are you? It's really hard for me to vlog during times like this. Honestly, I just finished like crying to my friend because I felt like it was just tears that I just had to let out. Life, it really just be life. So they released Karter from the hospital, and they was just like, he has pneumonia. He also tested positive for RSV. We did a round of antibiotics. He could go home, blah, blah, blah. So then today the doctor called and says, well, one of the blood tests came back and I don't want to tell you what it's for because I don't want to work you up. And I said, huh? She's like, I'm sure that it's just a contamination because he would have severe results behind it. So I said, what is it pertaining? She's like, it's pertaining cancer, but we don't want to talk about it. We want to get results in before we scare you up and talk about it and discuss anything further. So I'm like, what's the probability of like anything being, positive? And she's just like, she thinks that it was just a contamination and that's what happened, but they have to replete it, so I have to bring him back into the hospital. She also had talked to his primary care, so we was all like on a call and on the meeting and, just discussing everything. And basically they just think it's best if I bring him back into the hospital. So I'm going to do that. And I was a little worked up over that, but they kept reassuring me the symptoms would be really bad if he had this situation that's going on. And being that they don't see any of those symptoms, they don't think it's that. But he still have to come back in. So I said, okay, I'm going to bring him back to the hospital. That happened. In the midst of that happening, Princess decides to jump off Carter's bed and land on her foot, and she broke it. So now I have Princess, and I have to run Princess to the hospital first because I can't run up to the hospital with Karter and leave the dog like this. So I'm running to the hospital to deal with Princess. Then I'm going to go back home and I'm going to run Karter back to the hospital. I just felt like a space of being just like overwhelmed for a second. Like I felt like I couldn't breathe for a second. So I just need to cry and let it out. And now you know what? I'm going to do what I got to do. So I'm almost to the hospital for Princess. I'm going to take her to the hospital. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do Karter in the hospital. I'll keep you guys updated later. So we're done with Princess appointment. Now I'm about to take Karter back to the doctor. I look a mess, feel a mess. I had to go get myself together a little bit because that was crazy. I'll be back, guys. Okay, but like so random, every time I walk back, my period is coming because everything's making me cry. I want to cry so bad. If you guys don't know, if you're from Brooklyn and you do know, this is the Christmas house in Canarsie, and it's been around for more years than I could fathom. So they do like a really big Christmas show, and if you can see right there, even they turned their garage into like a Christmas show house, and they do like this humongous Christmas thing, and people always come here. Unfortunately, the owner is like really old now, and he sold it. So like they didn't do it, and like to walk past it just to see like pieces of it, like you see the little Christmas stuff right there, and if you look really closely, you'll see like in the shed part they have Christmas things. It just breaks my heart, honestly. Now that is monumental, and it really breaks my heart. Another random thing. So growing up, hold on, growing up and being from Brooklyn, not knowing any better, I always knew like where I'm at is called Canarsie. This is houses to us in New York City. So these are houses, and Canarsie is just like a bunch of houses. And I always said, I want to get rich and move to Canarsie. This is still a hood. But because it's houses, it's all that you know coming from Brooklyn. You think like, oh, you made it when you live in Canarsie, because to live in Canarsie is extremely expensive. But this is what you'll get. And this is probably like $8,000 a month. But this is what you think you want when you're from Brooklyn, because you think this is living. This is, until I was taken to North Carolina and I said, what? Now this is living. All this space, all this grass, all this room, mortgage $1,000? Are you crazy? This is where I want to live. But it's just so funny looking at it now that I know better. It's like, yeah, I don't want to live here. You good? Happy New Year's Eve, family. I got a little drink in my cup. Look, it looks like I'm sweating, but it's grease. So we are at Kyesha's house for New Year's, and I'm going to give you guys an update on everything towards the end of the video. But this you see here, this is Princess Mommy, and this is her siblings, and she haven't seen them in so long. Cody is Kyesha's dog. He's the only one who's not related to the rest of them, and he's like a horn dog, so he's trying to hump on all of them. So you'll see Kyesha constantly trying to keep him out the way. But this is Princess, first time seeing her mommy. That's her mommy in so long, and I was just like, this is so beautiful that they're reunited. And of course, we have my stepfather there, my mom, that's Kyesha's mom, her sister, the kids, her sister-in-law, the baby. We had a great time. Even my little brother Chance was there. His girlfriend was there. We had a wonderful New Year. 2, 1, Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Cheers, come here. It's New Year! Right. Happy New Year! I ain't got no more. Okay, you guys, I look ashy. I look gross because this is just pure hungoverness. I have to actually end this vlog. I'm going home. I actually have to end this vlog. So honestly, I had to take Karter to the hospital. You guys was with me through that journey. It was definitely a up and down emotional roller coaster. They really stressed me out really bad. They waited till we got home, called me talking about abnormal blood work. They had me so, how bad was I crying, babe? They had me so stressed out. And come to find out, they're gonna repeat the blood work, and you know, we go from there. And then Princess hurt herself, and you guys see me inside of the emergency room with her. I'm a new dog owner, so there's a lot of things I just wasn't aware of. Like, I didn't know that. I've never seen somebody so intrigued in words that I had to say. And he is just invested. I didn't know they had a dog hospital. Like, no, it's it's an actual dog emergency room. Like, they have doctors, they have a stretcher, like oxygen.
My doctor?
They do surgery. Like, it's open 24 hours. It's a dog. You don't have ambulance? But it was actually NYPD. But it was just insane. Y'all gotta remember, excuse me, Kyro. I just became a dog pet owner, so I don't know. I didn't know that these things exist. I didn't know this was a real thing. How would I know? I never owned a pet before to know any of these things. But I do know they get you for a whole lot of money. So I don't know if there's like doggy Medicaid, but if there is, please let me know so I could apply. But we got there, it's like $197 just for them to even look at your pet. And then they said that her hip was dislocated. She's pretty sure, she's so positive. So let's do the x-rays to confirm. Paid all the money for the x-ray. Come to find out, she just sprained her leg. Well, how was you telling me you're so sure you feel it in the joint socket and they may have to put the hip in replace or do surgery? All of this stuff she was so sure about. So you can get the x-ray once you pay for it. She didn't see none of that stuff. So, yeah, that Kyro is learning his body parts. So you'll hear a lot of butt in the background. He's learning his body parts. But, and then we went to Kyesha's house and we spent New Year's there. I had my mom, I had my brother. I didn't even get a chance in my vlog. But yeah, I had my brother, I had his girlfriend, Kyesha family. Yeah, but
I can't play.
Who's your girlfriend?
You.
Yeah. You're a little kinky for that. Kyro, I'm your mom or your girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
Okay. He said I'm his girlfriend. So who's mommy girlfriend?
You and mommy.
Oh, I'm you and mommy girlfriend? Wow, you know what that make me? Start with an H. You know what it is? What's that called?
But
Anyway, it was fun. I got really, really drunk. I had a really good time. I hung out in the projects. It was a great, amazing experience. But Happy New Year's, you guys. Not with an S. I gotta drop the S. Happy New Year. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. And look at her. She makes me nervous. She's staring at. I'm going home. Because she keep looking at me. I wish you guys... Yes. Tell them we wish you the best in the new year. We hope to hear a lot of congratulations and you've made it and you've done it and you're accepted and you're approved. That's what we hear in all 2023, right? Right, Tuda? Say Happy New Year. Say have a good one, guys. Say until next time, family.